Good day, YouTube. It's the 22nd of May, 2024, and this is my shop truck. It's a 1966 F100. It was originally a 6-cylinder 3-speed truck. It has been retrofitted with a small block Ford. It's a 5-liter mid-70s version. Got a lot of videos on a playlist called Shop Truck 66 Ford F100 on my YouTube channel. Look it up if you're interested in seeing how I ended up with this truck and how I got it to this point. So the engine was sitting in it when I got it, but it wasn't complete. It was had some issues and it wasn't running. But I've been driving it quite a bit, and a couple things that I wanted to correct on it. So right off the bat, I want a taller air cleaner, but when I went to put air cleaner on, well, here's the deal. I had a little taller air filter element in that air cleaner, but then I was having issues. Well, before I had issues with fuel and vapor lock and that kind of thing. I put a 1-inch plastic spacer under the carburetor, and that pushed my air cleaner up to, you see that pinch mold right there? Well, dang it, the air cleaner's tucked in behind there, so I can't get a taller air cleaner on it. So I'm struggling with this little 1-inch tall air cleaner, even though I bought a K&N style. I don't like it, and I was looking for options for pushing that thing forward, and I pulled out a couple of air cleaners that I had, and I was willing to cut them up and make something. I'll show you. So I actually had pulled these out of back storage or whatever, and I thought, well, I could cut on the back of them and maybe offset over the throat for the carburetor and make one. But then one day I was on Amazon and found out they make one, and I didn't know that. In fact, I showed it to my uncle. He's been in auto parts for over 55 years, and he didn't know they made one. But sure enough, you can get an offset throat air cleaner to push my filter element forward out from under that pinch molding for like 35 bucks. And it even comes with an offset bolt to hold it down. Hopefully it's long enough. We'll extend it if we need to. And there is a part number. It was an Amazon purchase, like I said. Freeze frame, part number. Yep, there you go. So, well, you know what we're going to do today? Yeah, we're going to change that. Isn't that the coolest thing? I mean, that solves a problem, and this could be like a 10-minute job here. So let's pull that air cleaner off, and let's set this new one on and see that she fits. Shall we? Can I put you here? Yeah. Grabbing my little stool so I can reach. Okay. Alright. Old one off. Alright. New one on. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Okay. I bought a taller air filter. Make sure it fits. And I mean taller, I mean a good tall one. Got all this engine bay to use. It just looks so small. Oh, baby. Now we're cooking with gas. Okay. Yeah. Now we're cooking. Now, let me get the stud out of there. Got a nut on it. Grab a wrench. I don't know if the new bolt's going to be long enough or not, but we'll put a rod coupler on it and a couple jam nuts if needed. Okay, old one. New one. New one. It came with nuts and such. Except I don't like the size of the nut it came with, the wrench size, because I know these are 7/16, so I'm using my own nut. Okay. Using my own, not using theirs. Yeah, I'm sure that's going to come up short for the length of the height of air filter I'm using. Okay. So best we can do now is put it together and measure the height so I can cut a piece of all thread or something. I'm going to use my old stud to drop down. So to the nut, yeah, that long. I need to cut one that long. All right, so I scared up this is actually a bolt out of a wooden wire spool. Every time I take those apart, I keep some of the hardware because you never know when you might need it. I chased the thread on it with a die, and then I found a rod coupler and a couple of nuts because we're going to want to put a nut on both sides of the rod coupler, so you don't ever want that thing coming loose. So super tight. So I put a pin mark right there. We're going to cut this thing and move you over here a little bit. All right, so I'm going to position the stud in the middle of the rod coupler by tightening these nuts so that I can use them to back that off. You always want to have a nut when you're cutting all thread, because then you can use the nut to kind of chase those threads. And I'm shooting for that thing to be right in the middle, like right there. Okay. And then we're going to jam a nut down on top of it so that it never moves. And then we're going to do the same on the bottom side, you know, the stud that's already in the carburetor. Like this. And we'll use this nut to do that. So we're halfway right there. We're going to run that down. We're going to put this nut on the bottom, thread it on, jam that back up, so that thing's going nowhere. Okay? Alright, let's go do this. Okie dokie. Lots of tools. Okay, so we're going to put the nut on first. Don't drop it down the carburetor, okay? Please. Go fishing for it. Put her down. Putting our rod coupler down. All the way. We're going to snug it up using that top nut, 7/16 wrench. Alright, and then we're going to adjust the bottom nut coming back up so that it's tight. We'll snug it with a wrench, then it's going to take 2 wrenches to jam it in there. Okay. No opportunity to fall out. It's kind of a reach on my truck here. Yeah. She's good. Nothing bad can happen now. Tools down. Right amount of nut. Speaking of nuts, sturdy. Don't do that. You fell. Are you okay? Yeah. Boy, a big wind just came up. Alright. Looks awesome. Looks awesome. I love it. It's fired up. It's not stone cold. Run it a little bit. I think I'll change the oil in it today. Fire in the hole. Yeah. Awesome. Look at that, man. Slide that thing forward just perfectly for what I needed. Doesn't hit the ignition. I got plenty of hood clearance. Yeah. Awesome. I hated that little short thing. Every time I open the hood on this thing, I go, man, I hate that. Alright guys, thanks for watching the video. Please give it a thumbs up on the way out. I hope this helps somebody. I'm going to pull this thing in the shop, change on the oil, get it ready for the year, I think. So we'll see you guys on the next video.